Buongiorno everyone, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV and welcome to today's episode of Transfer Talk. Double whammy for yous on this one. We've got the match preview as well ahead of Saturday's big trip to Hillsborough in the FA Cup, and there's a massive, surprising, shocking transfer link. A big rumour, strange one if you ask me, coming up next. But first of all, we're going to start with the big one, big player, Galactico. In fact, from Real Madrid, it is French international Ferland Mendy. Now, Ferland Mendy, the left back, 27 years old, coming into his prime. So how would Newcastle be able to get him from Real Madrid to Newcastle is the big ask for me, because he's playing for Las Blancas week in, week out. He started the last 5 games in a row. He is their best left back. He's their starting left back. Although I'm hearing some Real Madrid fans complain about his fitness in previous seasons, his inconsistency, but Ancelotti's a big fan. He's playing him every week. Like I said, he is a French international, but he's been linked with a move to Tyneside in the past few days. 40 million euros, 35 million pounds is the valuation. Now, are Newcastle really looking to spend that on a left back this window? Maybe, to be honest, maybe, because we've got a bad injury to McTominay. Apparently, he's going to be ruled out for a couple of months. Dan Burn is obviously slotting in there at the moment, doing a fantastic job. But do we want that cover? Do we need that cover? I think yes, but I think the summer would be when we make big moves on big money left backs like this. And like I said, it would be a challenge in a way getting Mendy, because if he is playing for Real Madrid, he does have a couple of years left on his contract. A contract that they signed him from Lyon for 48 million euros. So I'm not really sure how his value's decreased there. So it's a strange one. There's some of this that doesn't really make too much sense to me. I mean, will Real Madrid let him go? Apparently, if the money's pumped up for him. Would Mendy want to go? Not sure. He is playing for Real Madrid week in, week out. I don't know. I'm going to say it off the bat. I can't see this one happening. I don't think this one will happen. Not now in January either. I think Newcastle got other big positions to prioritise. Although, like I say, with Matty Targett's injury, there's no one else there, is he? You've got Dummett and Richie. Richie's probably going to leave this January. Dummett, but he hasn't played since 2017. You know, what's the point? So maybe we would get a left back in. If we could get Mendy for, you're talking 30 odd million, then we could make it happen. We could. I just think maybe the priority obviously is elsewhere in terms of the CDM that we're after, a right back to compete as well, maybe a striking forward option, a winger like a Marcus Thuram to chip in with goals and to help with the likes of Wilson's constant injury problems. So Mendy in January, I can't see it. I can't see it, to be honest. So put your money on it. Probably will happen now. Do you know what I mean? But I can't really see that one materialising for the reasons I've listed. I think he'll stay at Real Madrid for now. But if it was a summer window and it was a long period of time, I could see us maybe trying to swoop in there for Mendy or for a big money left back. I think that will definitely be a position Newcastle go for in the summer, to compete with Matty Targett, to compete with Damlin, and especially if we do get into Europe, we're going to need a recognised left back to slot in there, as we will have that 2 games a week. So maybe in the summer for a Mendy, maybe definitely for a left back in the summer. But right now, I don't know if I could see us spending that much money on Ferland Mendy. Now, someone I hope we do not spend a penny on is Manchester United's Scott McTominay. That's the shocking link I'm talking about. That's the surprising one that's came out since yesterday. Scott McTominay to Newcastle United. Now, Craig Cope, the journalist, and a few others have confirmed that Newcastle United's scouting team are long-term admirers of Scott McTominay. Now, yeah, I can understand that. This is a fucking Mike Ashley signing. I don't want no Scott McTominays now. I really don't want a Scott McTominay. Scott Longstaff. Scottish Longstaff. What? What's the point in getting McTominay? He is exactly the same type as player as Sean Longstaff. There's no progressive passing, there's no forward passing, everything's sideways, everything's yellow card. There's not much footballing talent there. Oh, I'm not a fan of this one at all. I would not want to see McTominay in black and white. I wouldn't. And I was saying that at the same time, it's probably the kind of player you want there to let Bruno and whoever else do the bits in midfield. But I'm not going as low as Scott McTominay. Scott McLongstaff. I'm not having it. I'm not having a Scott McLongstaff. Not now. This is top 4. It tells you if Manchester United are willing to sign him, which apparently they're not actually. Ten Hag apparently wants to keep him. But if we're trying to get there and there's a bit of room for negotiation, why would they let their midfielder go to what is right now a top 4 rival. Wouldn't make sense. They wouldn't do it, would they? They wouldn't let us sign Casemiro, would they? They wouldn't let us sign Bruno Fernandes. Not that I would want him. You know what I mean? We've got the best Bruno in the league. But Scott McTominay, no, thank you. That's it. Not going to go on him any longer. I wonder what you think about McTominay. Am I being harsh? Probably. But I'm being real. And finally, we'll get on to the preview now. The FA Cup returns this weekend. 3rd round seconds for Newcastle. Away to Sheffield Wednesday. League 1 Sheffield Wednesday. So 2 divisions below or Sheffield Wednesday at Newcastle United in the Premier League. However, they are 2nd in that division. Doing a very good job there is the Owls manager. And actually, they're on a bigger unbeaten run in all competitions than Newcastle United. So in the top 5 leagues across Europe, Newcastle have the best winning record in a row. With 15 games unbeaten in all competition, Sheffield Wednesday are 17 games unbeaten in all competitions. 17 games unbeaten in all competitions. Very impressive for Sheffield Wednesday. But Newcastle United head to Hillsborough, obviously the favourites. It's a 6 PM kick-off this one, bit of a funky time. BBC 1 for the FA Cup. And we actually don't have a great record against Sheffield Wednesday. We've lost the last 4 times we've played them. So BBC have selected this because it's got a giant killer written all over it. You know what I mean? It's that they're hoping for that, they're predicting that. I'm not though. I'm not going to sign up to that note. I think we will get the job done. I think it'll be tight, mind. And remember last year when Cambridge knocked us out at home, so I'm not ruling an upset out. Definitely not being too obnoxious to understand that could happen. And Newcastle with having the Carabao Cup on Tuesday night, the quarter-final at home to Leicester, we've got to prioritise that. And you will see a weekend side against Sheffield Wednesday. You will see changes. Chris Wood will definitely be starting up front. So there'll be lots of change. I think Jamal Lascelles will come back in. I think even maybe Jamal Lewis may get a start. Now I mentioned the fact of needing a left back and there was no one else but Matty Target, forgetting that Lewis is there. Jamal Lewis is there. He was on the bench on Monday night against Arsenal. Eddie Howe has been praising him in training lately. So you could see Jamal Lewis start. You could see Mankiwa starting instead of Trippier. Probably not. I think you'll keep Trippier in there for the leadership. But there will be changes made. You know what I mean? There'll be changes in midfield made as well. I think we'll see maybe Elliot Anderson be given a go. Maybe not from the off, but definitely from the bench. So St. Maximin's got to start. He could be our main man on Saturday. And Harvey, he should be terrorising a League One's defence. He should be running through the lot like it's men against boys in school. Year 7 versus Year 11s. St. Maximin should be all over that, running rings around them, slotting it in. Let us see that. Looking forward to seeing that. Dubravka. I think Martin Dubravka will come in and start instead of Nick Pope. I would expect several changes for Sheffield Wednesday, the trip to Hillsborough, and hopefully it's enough to get the job done. I think it will. I think it might even just be a 1-0 this. Do you know what I mean? A 1-0 or a 2-1 win for Newcastle. I think it will be close because of the changes, because Wednesday will be dead up for it Saturday night on TV. That will be a tricky game. I just want to get through. Don't care how. Will it be a replay, I think, one in the FA Cup? But I don't care how. Get through the replay. No, don't get through the replay. Don't even get through a replay. Get through this game right now. I'm not sure if it's a replay or it goes to pen. Someone will have to let us know. FA Cup have changed the rules over the last couple of years for COVID. It might be back to a replay now. Not sure. I haven't read up on it. So either way, decide it on the night. Let's get through. Let's get through the next round of the FA Cup. And obviously the big game on Tuesday night, the Carabao Cup quarter-final against Leicester. We'll be doing fan cams after that one, if we progress. Okay? I'm not standing the goal in the dark if we're being beaten on a quarter-final night. So hopefully that won't be the case, but Saturday, Sheffield Wednesday, I'll go for a 1-0 Newcastle win. Yeah, 1-0. Poor Bain or a defender, Lascelles, someone. Anyone, don't care. Let us know in the comments below what you think the score will be on Saturday night at Hillsborough, Sheffield Wednesday in the FA Cup. Let me know what you think of today's transfer talk video. Would you take Mendy? Do you think we could make it happen? Would you take Scott McTominay? Would you want that to happen? Alright. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Subscribe to my Magpie Channel TV and enjoy yourself.